And here we go, we've got our first crew of the day coming in down here at the ramp, and this is a familiar crew. I have seen this boat down here many times at 79. So they should be good. This crew typically knows what they're doing. I don't ever really see them struggle a whole lot down here, but kind of a slow start to the day, as you can tell. Not a lot going on yet, but as normal, we do definitely expect it to pick up pretty quickly. But welcome back, guys, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today, as I've already mentioned, we are down here visiting 79th Street. Pretty decent weather day. You can see in the background, the trees really aren't blowing that hard, so we're not going to have a ton of wind and current for these guys to deal with, which should make for a fairly easy day for most of the captains down here to kind of get things done and get everything put away. Just like we see this crew gets it handled pretty easily as Wifey tries to get it tied up and done. There's a little bit of commotion going on the other side over here, though. I can't quite tell. I can hear them in the background, but I don't see exactly what they're doing. So the crew finishes trying to get it buttoned up. And starts unloading the boat on the dock, which typically I don't recommend. If you're going to unload the boat, just get it on the trailer, do it somewhere else. I mean, I guess it's a slow time period down here, so it doesn't matter so much right this second, and they're not really holding anybody up because there's nobody else right there waiting. Oh, what's going on here? Man, you never know what you're going to see down here. We got a runaway bride down at the boat ramp. What in the world? Man, I swear, every time we come down here, it gets wilder and wilder as you never quite know what to expect. But here we go. We've got bride running away. There was some commotion over there. I have no clue what it was. And then all of a sudden, she just comes running away from that commotion. So we've got our crew working their way in here. It's always interesting. We got the tow truck, lights are flashing up there, but it just had a regular boat trailer on it. It's got to be the tow truck driver's boat, right? Like, they wouldn't just... Maybe they would come down and tow the boat and drop it for you if you paid them enough, I guess, but I just always assume when I see that it's actually the tow truck driver themselves. Uh-oh. So our guy goes over the gunnel, trying to hold on, and there we go, gets it pulled over. But as you can tell here later in the day, things have picked up. It has gotten busier down here at 79th for sure as the Triton works its way in. And we got an interesting thing forming on the other side over here as well. So another boat came in behind a boat that's trying to pull out. I don't think they've got enough room. I'm curious to see how this one's going to play. But right here you can see the little jet boat on 3. There's a cat in front of them. It's a pretty good sized cat, and I don't know that they're deep far enough back to be able to get the actual trailer into the water to get this thing pulled out. So I'm pretty sure this is their trailer coming up here, so that will be interesting to see if they've got enough distance. And that's where it gets a little confusing. You always see people like they're trying to tube up on these docks. Somebody's like pull forward or move back, and what winds up happening is you wind up in situations like this, a situation where I got a feeling that, watch how big this trailer is coming in on this cat, that there's not going to be enough room. And they're going to have to ask the boat behind them to move. Ooh, that was a close call over there. The Pro Line almost hits the Triton trying to sneak out. But he was able to make it and get it done as they continue to work to pull out. And so the other crew over here we go. So they're starting to finally back this trailer down. And yeah, the guy in the truck's stopping because he realizes it's not going to happen. The boat's too far forward. The bunks of the trailer are going to hit the front of the boat before it gets deep enough to slide under the boat. So I'm curious how they will play this one now. You can tell the driver looks a little frustrated. But he goes back to the truck. They're going to give it a shot anyway? Yeah, he's going to try, so he's backing down. I mean, I guess cats don't draft that much in the bow. Just really got to get it under those front sponsons, but I mean, still got to be deep enough where the boat can kind of float on. As the other crew points back to the camera as they spot us over here. And he's hitting the boat and is pushing that boat into the jet boat in front of them. So he's hitting the boat and it's moving the catamaran back. And that one's just not going to work. So they're either going to have to move slips or they're going to have to get this crew behind them to move back. So she's talking to the crew. It looks like they're going to move it back for him to try and give him enough room to get this done. They're going to have to come back several feet. I mean, they're right on top of him already. You can see that the cat, there's not a lot of room to work with, and he's got the motors trimmed up, which kind of makes it even worse, as now they're sticking further back. But they're walking it back as he continues to get it into the water, and it looks like right there they've got enough space. But with the motors being trimmed out like this, they have no intent of powering on, so it's got to be deep enough for them to walk it on. Which I've got a catamaran too as well. Let me know if you've got a cat. Do you walk it on or power it on? Currently, the cat's fairly new to me. And the couple times we've taken it out, we've walked it on. Due to the prior owner's advice, they said, you know, you've got to be cautious with the cats when you're trying to power on, as you can wind up chipping some of the fiberglass in the front if you're a little too rough with it. So we've just taken it easy and walked it on so far every time. Oh, careful! So right there, I can't tell if they hit the boat. So they were trying to steer the engines. So maybe they're down an engine, actually. And maybe they are going to power on. That's got to make it even a little more interesting. But he's got to be cautious because he's swinging that motor around back, and I want to swear it hit the boat. So there you go. Gets the power up moving and gets it pulled on. But interesting. Again, the interesting part to me was just they had to get the crew behind and move. And, I mean, well, you know, no fighting. That's always nice down here at 79th. And again, somebody calling it close to the Triton as they try and back out. The Triton over there is attracting boats. As they are sitting on the dock, and the second boat tries to leave and cap at this boat. He's trying to get it to come around, but he's got to contend with this jet ski that's in front of him as well, so he needs to get further out away from the dock before he can go forward. As he's kind of at a stalemate. There we go. Gets it moving to where he can get it around. So we had a couple rainstorms roll through, so we had to take cover for a little bit, but now we're back at it, and we've got that notorious kind of pinkish hazy skyline from Miami that we get down here after some storms roll through, and that sun is starting to set. And, of course, why not? The pink gunboat comes in as we start to get that pink skyline. So our crew's starting to work their way around. Cap's going to go ahead and try and pick his dock. And it looks like he's making his way over towards 7. And it looks like they got a jet ski following them in. And I'm not sure if she's with them or not, but I think so. She was kind of eyeballing them the whole time as she came over. So, slow roll approach, good angle. Got to get that stern to come around just a little bit. And he does it with a little brake check action, and there we go. Jumps it off. As the crew will come off and start to walk this one up the dock. So, there you go. Getting into action. Got the sandals on the ready. Now, are they going to walk this forward, leave it? So my curiosity on this one is when you got this many people with you, obviously the best thing you can do right here is send somebody to go get the truck. Instead of everybody just hanging out now, They don't have to wait for Captain or anybody else to get ready, but... And I'm assuming the jet ski girl is with them as she's sitting here kind of spinning around on the ski, waiting for this crew to get everything ready to go. And they've got a jet ski in front of them. I don't know if he's pulling out as well or what, but they're kind of taking their time here anyway, so it doesn't really matter, as nobody's really rushing to go get the truck. And now Cap's pointing to somebody, kind of telling them to go. So our crew down there is at the end is still kind of waiting, and we've got another vessel coming in. As they make their approach in down on the dock. Of course, the mat in the back always makes it a little more difficult. And our crew stops to talk to the jet ski that was in front of him, as he's pointing back at the boat as well. I'm assuming they're going to get the truck, and they're asking if he's leaving, going, or staying, or what. As he kind of throws his hands in the air at him. But he came back in, so I'm assuming the jet ski's leaving as well. But if he's not gone to get his truck, these guys will probably be back before he's back. And here we go. Things have gone awry. So this crew is now fighting with the jet ski guy who was up there sitting down. They brought their truck back down here and just backed it in. It's kind of like, hey, we're backing in, bro. Like, but I don't know that they're necessarily wrong in this one. Just because somebody's in front of you on the dock, if they're not moving at your pace, I mean, yeah, I would back in too. I would be like, hey, I'm going to back in and go ahead and load my boat and ask them maybe to move even. Like, it's, again, you've got to keep up with the pace of play down here. But he is just not happy with how this went down. So the crews are both kind of jawing back and forth a little bit. You can see the guy in the blue shirt's kind of like, am I in the wrong? What did I do wrong? And again, like, they kind of just backed down and kind of skipped him in the line. But if he wasn't ready, I think that's what you got to do. The wild part, though, is there is a few open ramps here. So one of these guys can move and just end this debate and get this thing out of the way. So he walks back over to the truck. But now he's in the water, so I'm guessing that he's trying to get the boat loaded. And the guy in the jet ski guy's on the phone. I don't know who he's calling, but he's still kind of going at it there. You can see him just in front of the boat windshield. Definitely don't understand the need for the arguing down here on this one. But I wonder, I'm wondering who we call. Who are you going to make a call to that's going to help you out on this one that's not already down here? Security's down here, police is down here. There's not going to be any of those kind of forms of a phone call. And this crew's doing the right thing. Going ahead and getting it loaded. Let's get it loaded and get it out of here. And that would be my approach as well. Even if somebody was trying to start something with you down at the boat ramp. You know what? The way to end it is I'm going to end this by getting the heck out of here. As they go to get it loaded. And they pretty much have it on the trailer now. So there shouldn't be much of a debate at all. So here you can see, as they were loading, the guy with the jet ski wound up bringing his trailer down and trying to block them in. So I don't know why he would do that. But you can see there, he went truck first. The trailer just hanging out the back. In an effort to try and block them from being able to pull out. it's once again, I didn't see the full thing exactly how it all went down, so I wish I had a better answer on that one. The tough part is this crew's not done as well. As we mentioned earlier, when they came in, there's a ski following them. The ski's theirs also, so they've got to pull that out too. But I don't see the other guy anymore. He's kind of disappeared. His ski's right there still. But I don't see where he's gone to. I don't know if he's sitting in the truck or he just parked the truck and left it there thinking he was going to try and block him. Not 100% sure. So it's pretty much over at this point. The boat's out, the ski's out, he's got his ski even on the trailer, but for whatever reason, man, just will not let it go. I always get nervous when somebody's got their hands behind their backs like that, even though that's not a very much of an attack kind of position, but... But man, things just get heated down here at 79th. Again, this guy's pulling away, and he is still... just yelling at him, basically. And really still trying to instigate and keep things heated and moving down here as this crew is trying to get this one brought back around. And here we go. Bro, you've got your ski on your trailer, just go. And I'm not even saying if he's right or wrong, but I mean, what's going to come of this at this point that's going to be good for anybody? That's a question you always got to ask yourself in these situations, because the reality is typically nothing is going to come good of it for anybody that's involved. Oh, did he hit something? The guy in the red truck, I can't tell if he hit the curb or it was just the brake. Trying to get that trailer around, it's almost jackknifing, and everybody, of course, is standing down here as well. As the arguing still continues. And again, all we're doing now is tying up the boat ramp. When you guys could move on and wind up getting out of here, but it is getting dark on us, which means we are going to get out of here as well. But thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got Boats versus Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.